I'm late. I don't know why. I took a giant nap. Yeah, big nap. Sure woke up earlier, but whatever. The Maple Leafs have fired Sheldon Keefe, and I saw a video of him. Uh, thanking the Leafs and stuff. Usually coaches don't do that. Usually you don't see coaches until after, but he's been relieved of his duty. He's been fired, and hopefully the Leafs can hire Craig Berube, Joe Quenneville, some veteran head coach who's not been in the AHL, because we don't need that. We need a guy who's hard on the players. And Sheldon Keefe was their best buddy. He was their best buddy. He coached the Marlies. He coached Nylander. He coached a lot of the players. And he couldn't get it done. He couldn't get it done like Babcock. I think he had a bigger leeway. He was Kyle Dubas' guy, and this wasn't Brad Treliving's guy, that's for sure. They only kept him because there was no options. Now there's a few options out there. Go get Craig Berube. The guy's a Stanley Cup champion. He's a tough guy. He's a tough guy, and he's a winner. And go trade Mitch Marner, because this ain't done. It's not just Sheldon Keefe's the fall guy. It's not all on Sheldon Keefe, all right? He sucks. He's terrible at line changing. He's terrible at coaching. He gets out-coached in the playoffs every time, except that one series against John Cooper. John Cooper's probably washed right now. That's probably why. I don't know how the Lightning gave us I don't know how we beat the Lightning in that series. John Tavares was like on another level, and same with Morgan Riley. I don't get how we beat them there. But anyways, this guy just got out-coached all the time. All his playoff series losses. Let me go over them. Alright. Columbus, you lost in the play-in to Columbus. It was terrible. You lost to a team that's way worse than us. Okay, number one. Number two, they blew a 3-1 lead. They blew a 3-1 lead to the Montreal Canadiens. They had the fucking series won. If they would have won one more game after that, they blew it. And that's when they should have fired him. And then number three, they played Tampa. They lost in Game 7. They had a chance to win the series as well. I think they were up 3-2. And then you finally get over the hump. You win a round. Not because of the coach, because Joe Cooper is an idiot. And John Tavares turned into Sidney Crosby that series. And then you lost the next round to Florida because you got out-coached by Paul Maurice. And then the next round, down 3-1, crawled your way back. This guy didn't start Joseph Woll the whole series. And then we lose. And Joseph Woll's hurt in Game 7, of course. And we lose. It's the way it is. But Sheldon Keefe was a terrible coach. Alright? And the video he posted today, he owned up to it. He said he didn't get it done. And he thanked everyone. Unfortunately, he thanked Kyle Dubas, but that's the guy he hired him. Kyle Dubas' guy is gone. We need to get a guy who's Brad Treliving's guy, alright? And I wish they get rid of Brandon Shanahan and trade Mitch Marner, but we'll see. That's one. Just because you get rid of the coach doesn't mean everything's going to change. Doesn't mean we're going to get past the second round. I don't care about the first round. Doesn't mean anything. The players have to step up. I'm not going to say everything's going to change just because we fired Sheldon Keefe. No. But it's great that we fired him because he was a terrible coach. He backtracked. Every time he gave the players shit, he backtracked and said, I didn't mean it. Like, come on. We need a guy who hold these players accountable because hold everyone accountable, all right? We didn't have that guy. You can't be a scumbag like Mike Babcock. I'm just saying. You can't be a scumbag like Babcock, and you can't be a soft shit like Sheldon Keefe. They need to hire a guy in the middle, and that's Craig Berube. Craig Berube is a stud. He said he wants to coach the Leafs. If Craig Berube is not the coach of the Leafs, I wonder who is going to be, because he's the top candidate right now. If we hire him, I'll be very, very happy, because the guy's a winner in St. Louis. He ran his course in St. Louis, but he coached multiple playoff teams there. He was a former player. He used to play on the Leafs as well, so if they get him, I'll be really happy. Joel Quenneville Again, that's a little controversial, but again, he's a winner. But I don't know. Or maybe hire someone from someone's staff in the NHL. I don't know. Those are the only candidates I really know. I'm a casual. Oh well. But I'm just happy Sheldon Keefe's gone. I wish Brandon Shanahan can go with him. If Brandon Shanahan is fired tomorrow, oh my god, I'll be so happy. But that stupid guy is still there. He's still president of operations. Yeah. And hopefully Brad can hire the right guy. I like Brad Treliving. I don't care what anyone says. Like he had a good off season. He brought the guys. He brought a decent amount of guys who helped us. You know, Tyler Bertuzzi, Max Domi. Yeah, Reeves wasn't the best, but he still contributed with hitting and fighting. And then John Klingberg was a bust. But the rest of the moves were pretty good. Bobby McMahon, and he brought in Benoit, who turned into a good defenseman for years. Now we have him for a few years. Doesn't mean he's a top guy, but that's their role that we don't need to fill. But that's all I gotta say, guys. I'm happy he's gone. Yeah, credit to Colby Alberson who sent me this. My mom's probably dancing right now. She's probably dancing in the streets. She hated Sheldon Keefe. My dad hated Sheldon Keefe. I wish they would have fired him last year, but they bit the bullet and finally got rid of him. And they extended him as well, so he's getting paid on the couch, so he's fine. He's fine. That video from him on the beach was so funny, saying, I'm relieved of my duties. I'd like to thank the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was funny. But that's all I gotta say, guys. Peace.